I believe if you're building a portfolio for today and to the future, you need to have some core stocks. And within that core group of stocks, I will disagree with Warren Buffett, and I don't think the number one stock you should be looking at is Apple. I think it should be Google. And I think you need to understand how Google works and how it is moving into the future. You need to understand what they are doing. I think if you ask most people what is Google's biggest source of income, they would be right on. That would be advertising. But I want you to look at this, and I want you to understand Google is changing. And they revealed this past week how they are changing and where they're going from here. As you can see in this chart here, Google's revenues amount to $282.8 billion a year. Advertising accounts for 80% of that, or $226 billion. They have 4.3 billion active users every month. Cloud, on the other hand, represents 10% of their business, or $28 billion. And then Google TV represents 2%, or $5.4 billion. This is a business they got into starting in February of 2017. And I think you need to recognize this shift in what Google TV represents. It represents a change in model, and that is a subscription model. They have some 6.3 million users paying them roughly $72 a month. Now, that's the key as to where I believe Google is going. And in this video, I want to share with you why I think Google must be a part of your core portfolio. And I'm going to share with you their meeting that they just had, Google Cloud Next 2023, and how they are creating a partnership with Nvidia and how they are going to turn you into a subscriber as they change your life. This is not financial advice.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Last week, Google had their Google Cloud Next 2023 conference. And in that conference, their CEO, Sundar Pichai, does a very good reveal on where Google is going and how they're going to build the AI platform that businesses and then eventually you are going to use. Right now, he's going to tell you about how search is going to change and how it will be integrated into Google Search Now, their biggest source of income. What I think you need to recognize, there's going to be old Google Search and there's going to be new Google Search, and new Google Search will become a subscription item. Here's Sundar.
I've heard a similar theme, be it from desktop to mobile, to the cloud, or now to AI. These shifts can be really exciting, and they can also bring uncertainty. That's definitely true of the shift to AI. It'll be one of the most profound shifts we'll see in our lifetimes. It will touch every sector, every industry, every business function, and significantly change the way we live and work. We've been preparing for this moment for some time. And for the last 7 years, we have taken an AI-first approach. We have invested in the very best tooling, foundation models, and infrastructure across both TPUs and GPUs. These underlying technologies are helping us transform our products and businesses, and they'll help you transform yours. Let's take search. We are using generative AI to reimagine the experience and take more of the work out of searching. We call this the Search Generative Experience, or SGE for short. SGE uses advanced AI to help you get the gist of a topic quickly with an overview, easily follow up on questions in a conversational way, or even make coding tasks easier. As we build generative AI into search, we are drawing on years of insights and technology development to harness and deploy AI at scale.
Then Sundar goes on to explain to us Do-It AI. Do-It has been available for some time to a select group of people. He describes it as a internet collaborator. I see it in my life as a concierge, as a coach, as a source to find information to help make my business more productive and help make my life more productive. Listen to this.
At I/O, we previewed Do-It AI. We think of it like an intelligent collaborator, one that's always by your side. More than 1 million people are already using Duet AI in Google Workspace to write in Gmail and Google Docs, create custom Google Sheets, generate images from text descriptions in Google Slides and Meet, and much more. And starting today, we are announcing the general availability of Duet AI in Google Workspace. Customers can now use it to write code, as well as deploy and manage applications using the most popular dev environments.
Now you're going to meet Thomas Kurta. Thomas is going to explain to you what I've been talking to you about for the last 3 months, and that is the infrastructure of the internet has to be built, new networks have to be put up, data centers have to be upgraded, and Google is knee-deep into that. That is what makes up our Bus 13 portfolio. These companies, along with Google, who are building the new infrastructure. Listen to Thomas.
We all know that we're now in the midst of one of the most profound technology shifts in history. Generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create new content, such as text, images, code, speech, or audio, by learning the patterns and structures of existing data and generating new data with similar characteristics. I want to start by talking about our AI infrastructure. As generative AI evolves, so do infrastructure requirements. Our ultra-scale, high-reliable AI supercomputing systems combine TPU and GPU accelerators, high-performance AI-optimized storage, scalable networking, offloads, and water cooling.
The other major change that is happening as a result of artificial intelligence and machine learning and these companies trying to adapt to it is new collaborations, new teams that are coming together to make sure this works and to carve out their share of the pie. Because Google is very much in competition with Microsoft and their co-pilot on this. But in this meeting, they announced that they have created a collaboration with Nvidia, and Jensen shows up to explain it in detail. Catch this.
Today, we're announcing an expanded partnership with Nvidia. We're integrating serverless Spark with Nvidia acceleration libraries and Nvidia GPUs for data science workloads. To share more about our partnership, I'm delighted to welcome Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang to Cloud Next. You know, we've announced the availability of some important new innovations with you and have shared more throughout this entire year. From all the announcements we've been delivering, what are you most excited about?
Well, generative AI is revolutionizing every layer of the computing stack. And our two companies, with two of the most talented, deepest computer science and computing teams in the world, are joining forces to reinvent cloud infrastructure for generative AI. And we're starting at every single layer, starting from the chips, H100 for training and data processing, all the way to model serving with L4. Now, this is a re-engineering of the entire stack, from the processors to the systems to the networks and all of the software, and all of this to accelerate GCP Vertex AI and to create software and infrastructure for the world's AI researchers and developers. So that's number one. Number two, we're going to put NVIDIA DGX Cloud in GCP. DGX Cloud is NVIDIA's AI supercomputer. This is where we do our AI research. This is where we optimize our incredible software stacks. And all of this work that we do will instantly benefit GCP and all the people that work on it. And the third thing is ultimately to accelerate Vertex AI and AI models and AI software. The amount of work that we're doing together in AI software is really incredible.
Our foundational platform, Vertex AI, provides the foundation for how everyone consumes our generative AI LLMs. It's being integrated and running on NVIDIA's latest H100 GPUs to be generally available in the coming weeks. And many of Google's own models and products also heavily rely on NVIDIA. We're not just offering to customers, we're using it internally in developing our foundational technology. Today, we use NVIDIA GPUs to build our next generation AI and serve models for our customers and users. Can you share a little bit about how our partnership is helping advance the field of AI in a way that benefits all these customers?
Well, generative AI and doing frontier work in this area in large language models is breakthrough, cutting-edge computer science. This isn't computing the old-fashioned way. This is a whole new way of doing computing. And so Demis and DeepMind and all the engineers at Google, the work that we've done to create frameworks that allows us to push the frontiers of large language models distributed across giant infrastructures so that we could save time for the AI researchers, scale up to gigantic next-generation models, save money, save energy. All of that requires cutting-edge computer science. And so today we're announcing the first fruits of our labor. It's called PaxML. This is a large language model framework built on top of JAX, built on top of OpenXLA, and the labor of love of some amazing computer scientists. The second thing that we're doing is our teams are now starting to build the next generation processors and the next generation AI infrastructure. Google and ourselves, we're going to work on one of the first instances in the world of our next generation AI supercomputer called DGX GH200, based on a revolutionary new chip, Grace Hopper. And so this is really, really amazing work that we're doing together.
This peek that we got, this insight that we got into what Google and with the help of Nvidia is doing confirms to me my position in my Bus 13 and my Bus 12 portfolios. These are the companies that I own right now in the Bus 13 portfolio, and you'll see that Google and Nvidia are part of them. What I do then is I share on our website, Best of Us Investors, the amount I own of each, how I'm moving in and out of them to basically keep up with the movements and the momentum of the market and give me a better portfolio management. I believe that for the next 3 to 5 years, these companies are going to explode because, as both Jensen and Tom explained, the whole infrastructure of the internet has to be rebuilt to accommodate these new computers, the new elements of AI that are going to have to be tapped to accommodate our thirst for good information. Now, I think it's easy then to foresee that they aren't going to give you this. This isn't just going to be something that is going to be available to businesses. It's going to be available to the consumer, because you must understand that 80% of our economy is the consumer, you and I. And if they can use AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning to make our lives better and sell it to us at a price that is very reasonable because we're replacing other expenditures that we have, we're going to do it. Much as TV used to be free, it is not. It is at least $100 a month anymore, and that is what's going to happen. But TV is an acceptable expense as our entertainment world has expanded. The same is going to happen relative to artificial intelligence, and Google just showed you how they're going to do it. You must also recognize that Microsoft isn't, after they watch this video, going to sit on their hands and say, we aren't going to play in that game because we can't beat them. No, they are going to compete for your monthly stipend of $20, $30 a month to have access to all this technology. That's where I'm going. I invite you to come along with me. That's what I want to do on Best of Us Investors, is teach you to stay ahead of what is happening, to look into the future, and to make better investment decisions. And we start by getting on the bus.